Thank you for watching Tip of the Week. This issue concludes our series on task-based staff scheduling. In today's session, we're going to discover how estimated task time demands and current staffing patterns match up. As always, the facilitator should post the meeting's purpose where all team members can see it. As in previous sessions, the facilitator's role is to run the meeting and keep information available to the team as it's developed. Use a flip chart, tear sheets, a blackboard, a whiteboard, or a laptop and projector to record and display results for the team. In this session, the team will create a model showing how current staffing patterns compare to standard task time distribution on each shift. There is a fundamental difference between the way hospitals normally think of staff scheduling and what we're going to do today. The model building process assumes the primary controlling factor to be required task time, not current staff scheduling preferences. Using a spreadsheet program such as Excel, construct a task grid for each staffed shift as shown here. You'll be using the tasks developed in the task inventory process presented in April 4th Tip of the Week. List all tasks performed on that shift. This example is for a 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. shift. If some members work 12-hour shifts, construct a separate grid for them. In this step, you'll be using the standard time estimates developed in the Tip of the Week of April 25th. Enter the standard time estimate for each task in minutes. Let's add two more columns to your spreadsheet, one for frequency and one to reflect patient census if applicable. Then enter the frequency with which each task is performed. If total task frequency depends upon unit census, enter the frequency with which the task is performed per patient. Then enter the budgeted unit census if applicable. If not applicable, enter 0. Now we're going to calculate shift task time totals. For each task, calculate total shift time using the following formula: standard time times frequency estimate times patient census. Sum the values displayed in the total shift time column to calculate total required task time per shift. It's important to note that the total required task time does not include standby time required for patient safety and quality. Now we're going to allocate total shift time to the staff by job class. In your table, allocate each task to the job classification that currently performs the task on each shift. When you've done that, sort the table by job class and then sum the total shift time for each job class to calculate the total required task time per shift for each job class. Now we're going to compare the calculated task time per job class that we developed on the previous slide to actual work time as currently scheduled. First, let's convert the task time minutes we developed for each job class into hours. Divide those estimated task time minutes by 60 and enter the calculated hours in the column corresponding to the correct job class. Do this for each shift. Then, enter the actual work time in hours currently scheduled for each shift. Now compare the calculated task time hours to the current scheduled hours for each job class. To begin this analysis, we suggest subtracting the task time hour total calculated for each job class in the leftmost table from its corresponding job class schedule time total in the table on the right. Are you surprised by the result? If the differences are very large in either direction, revisit the task time estimates and make any reasonable adjustments. Do the same thing for the frequency estimates and every other value used in the calculation. After you have rechecked your work and are comfortable with the estimates, any resulting variances are an indication that staff structure, task scheduling, employee scheduling, or all of the above should be redesigned. Now the team should focus on translating these results into action if necessary. The following questions should be addressed. Are the calculated differences significant enough to warrant change? And if so, what does this comparison imply for current task allocation by shift, current scheduling assumptions, staff mix by class? That concludes this edition of Tip of the Week. We hope you find the information presented to be useful. Thank you for watching, and have a great week.